You think stepping on your dog's tail is the worst thing you've done. Think again. According to science, dogs can feel rejection, stress, or even jealousy, just like us. So no, your pup isn't being dramatic. And today, we're exposing 10 everyday habits that are low-key devastating to your dog's emotional health. By the time we hit number 1, you'll want to write your dog a formal apology and maybe bake them a chicken. Let's get into it before your dog books therapy behind your back. Number 10, leaving without saying goodbye. According to a study by the University of Lincoln, dogs left alone without warning show spikes in cortisol, the stress hormone. That's right, science says ghosting your pup gives them anxiety. Here's the hard truth. When you leave without a word, your dog doesn't think, oh, they must have a meeting. Their brain goes full telenovela betrayal, heartbreak, panic. Dogs don't understand sudden disappearances. What they understand is routine, signals, and love. And guess what? They remember it. The fix is easy. Say goodbye. Not a TED Talk, just to see you soon, buddy. Maybe with a treat or their favorite toy. Do it right, and they'll wait by the door like a loyal soldier, not a scorned ex. Number 9, ignoring them when you're busy. Your dog trots over, tail wagging, squeaky toy in mouth, full of joy and hope, and you hit them with the ultimate betrayal, the phone scroll face. You know the one, no eye contact. They were expecting playtime. You gave them Instagram reels and emotional damage. Dogs are social animals, not furry furniture, and science backs it up. A study from Animal Cognition found that dogs exhibit jealousy, like behaviors when their owners ignore them or give attention to something else, meaning your dog knows when you're choosing your TikTok feed over them. Over time, this kind of rejection can lead to separation anxiety, depression, or even destructive behavior. Not because they're being bad, but because they're confused and starved for affection. So take a break from doom scrolling, toss that toy, scratch that ear, because to your dog, 5 minutes of your attention is better than 50 likes on your posts. Number 8, yelling or using a harsh tone. You come home to a shredded pillow, a tipped over trash can, and a dog sitting there like they've just been caught laundering money. So you raise your voice. Maybe it's a bark, maybe it's a full-on courtroom monologue. Either way, your dog hears one thing. The world is ending and it's my fault. Here's the cold, wet-nosed truth. Yelling doesn't teach your dog a lesson, it teaches them fear. A study published in Scientific Reports showed that dogs trained with aversive methods like yelling or leash jerking had significantly higher stress levels and displayed pessimistic behavior in problem-solving tests. That's right, your dog literally starts seeing the world in a darker shade when you shout. And get this, they often have no idea what they did wrong, especially if it happened more than a few seconds ago. So now they're just scared and confused. Double whammy. If you want results, try calm, consistent correction, and positive reinforcement instead. Save the yelling for your Wi-Fi connection. Your dog didn't ask for this drama. Number 7, laughing at their misfortune. Your dog slips on the hardwood like a 4-legged Bambi, legs flailing, pride shattering. While you're in tears from laughter, they are mentally packing a tiny suitcase labeled running away to grandma's. We laugh because it's funny. But to your dog, it's not a blooper, it's a full-blown dignity crisis. And before you say, dogs don't get embarrassed, think again. The study in Plus One found that dogs do, in fact, exhibit self-conscious emotions like jealousy, and many animal behaviors believe that extends to shame and embarrassment too. They know when you're laughing at them, and it stings worse than a flea bite on a bald patch. Even worse, if your laughter is followed by teasing, like mimicking their fall or forcing them to perform it again, it can lead to anxiety or hesitancy in future play. And that's a surefire way to suck the fun out of fetch. So next time they wipe out mid-zoomy, help them up, give them a hug, and laugh later when they're not looking. Trust us, your dog's self-esteem is hanging by a leash. Number 6, delaying their walks or meals. You hit snooze, then snooze again. Now it's 10 a.m., your coffee's brewing, and your dog's been pacing like a caffeinated weatherman. Why? Because their internal clock is screaming, hello, it's walk o'clock and breakfast 30. Here's the deal, your dog doesn't wear a watch, but they might as well. Dogs run on hyper-consistent circadian rhythms, meaning they know exactly when it's time to eat, poop, and party. And when that rhythm gets disrupted, chaos and chewed-up furniture follows. According to PetMD and multiple studies on animal behavior, inconsistent routines can trigger chronic stress, behavioral issues, and digestive problems. That harmless delay in breakfast is cortisol city in their bloodstream. And skipping or shifting walks, that's not just inconvenient, it messes with their metabolism and increases anxiety. To your dog, delaying a meal is like canceling Christmas every single day. So try not to flake on the one part of their life that actually makes sense. You can skip leg day, just don't skip walk day. Number 5, sniffing on walks. You're out on a peaceful walk, the birds are chirping, the sun is shining, and then your dog sniffs a bush for a nanosecond too long, so you jerk the leash like you're pulling Excalibur from a stone. To you, it's a quick correction. To your dog, it's emotional whiplash and actual whiplash. Let's get scientific. A study by the University of Veterinary Medicine in Vienna found that leash pulling, especially with collars instead of harnesses, can cause increased eye pressure, throat injuries, and elevated stress levels in dogs. And that's just the physical damage. Emotionally, it's like having your excitement punished every 5 steps. Imagine you're at a buffet, and every time you reach for the good stuff, someone slaps your hand and drags you to the salad bar. That's what it feels like when your dog wants to sniff, and you yank them away like they owe you money. Sniffing is how dogs process the world. It's their version of reading the news. So let them sniff the bush. Let them decode the P-mail. You're walking with them, not dragging a furry shopping cart. Number 4, forcing unwanted interactions. Oh, you sneaky human. You wave a treat like it's a golden ticket, and your dog comes running with full trust in their eyes, only to end up in the tub, the vet's table, or worst of all, the nail clippers. That's not just betrayal, that's emotional catfishing. Dogs remember everything about these setups: the sound of the cabinet, the tone of your voice, even the hand you used to offer the snack. And over time, they'll start to hesitate. They'll sniff the treat like it's wrapped in lies. Because, well, it is. According to Dr. Stanley Coren, a leading canine psychologist, dogs have the emotional intelligence of a 2 to 2-5-year-old human child, meaning they can feel trust, suspicion, and betrayal. So when you weaponize the treat, you're not just tricking them, you're slowly eroding the bond they believed was unbreakable. If you want cooperation, use treats to reward, not manipulate. Because if your dog starts side-eyeing snack time like it's a setup, you're one peanut butter smear away from a full-blown trust crisis. Number 3, disturbing their sleep. Your dog's finally curled up, snoring like a tiny fuzzy tractor lost in dreams of bacon-flavored squirrels, and here you come, flopping onto the couch, cranking the TV, rustling chip bags, or worse, poking them just to watch them twitch. Guess what? You've just wrecked their REM like a wrecking ball through a doggy day spa. Dogs need 12 to 14 hours of sleep per day, according to research in physiology and behavior, and poor sleep can lead to stress, anxiety, memory problems, and even a weaker immune system. They don't just snap it off. They need uninterrupted sleep to reset both their brains and their tails. Constant disturbances send the message, your peace doesn't matter. And yes, they remember that, especially when you try to sleep, and they repay the favor by zooming at 2 a.m. Let sleeping dogs lie. Literally, it's self-care for both of you. Number 2, negative reinforcement. Your dog chews a slip, pees on the rug, or barks a little too long, and suddenly you're yelling like it's a soap opera finale. Or worse, you grab the leash with a glare, skip the walk, and say, "That's what you get." Here's the reality: dogs don't connect punishment with past actions. According to the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, using punishment-based training, yelling, leash pops, or even timeout isolation increases anxiety, aggression, and fear-based behaviors. Your dog isn't learning what not to do. They're learning that you are unpredictable. And when you punish them after the fact, especially without teaching an alternative behavior, you're not correcting anything. You're just damaging trust. Positive reinforcement like praise, treats, or play is scientifically proven to be far more effective and builds a stronger, happier bond. So swap the bad dog speech for a training session and some love. Your dog's feelings and your shoes will thank you. Number 1, acting cold or distant. Your dog knocks over the trash, eats your sandwich, or has a bathroom accident, and instead of yelling, you go full ice queen. No eye contact, no cuddles, no words, just pure emotional exile. Sounds harmless, right? Actually, it's devastating. Dogs are deeply social animals. According to a study published in Scientific Reports, dogs are capable of reading human emotional cues and are highly sensitive to changes in our behavior, especially withdrawal or rejection. When you suddenly shut down emotionally, they don't think, "I'm being disciplined." They think, "I broke our bond." And that guilt you see in their eyes, it's not understanding, it's panic. They're confused, anxious, and desperate to reconnect with the person they trust most. Silent treatment might work on your ex, but with your dog, it's emotional torture. Make the correction, set the boundary, then move on. Don't let your dog live in limbo, wondering if love has been revoked over spilled kibble. Let's be honest, how many of these have you done thinking it was just normal dog parenting? If your dog could write a diary, would you be the villain in chapter 4? Drop a comment if you're brave enough to admit committed and stick around, because fixing the damage starts with knowing better. Your dog can't say, hey, that hurt my feelings. They feel it deeply. Understanding these everyday actions and their impact on your dog's emotions can strengthen your bond and ensure their happiness. If you found this helpful, like and subscribe for more insights into your dog's emotional world. Share your experiences in the comments below, and don't miss our previous video, 9 signs your dog is healthier than ever. Give your pup an extra cuddle today. They've earned it.